What we're doing today, and clarify if I don't put it in proper perspective, but what we're doing today, we're bringing it to an agenda item and doing the same thing. Why do we need a separate line item to do it? Why would that be necessary to do it that way? Because we're doing it now. It can show up in the agenda, per se. And we have the prerogative of voting on it if we want to proceed, or give direction if we want to proceed with that item. So why are we bringing it to a separate category?
Because legally we can't vote on it to proceed.
Right.
Oh, yes, you can.
Not under consent, not under council
under an agenda item, you can.
No, we're talking about under council communications.
Oh, definitely. There is no doubt. And we've done it. We've done it wrong in the past. We have voted on to move forward. But and you haven't corrected us on those things when it occurred. But all I'm saying, we're doing the same thing now. If I put it onto the agenda without a staff report, and it gets on the agenda.
But that's not how we do things now. We've never had an agenda item that did not have a staff report that I recall.
That's
right. And the council actually, the council has never, I want to correct for the public, has never violated the Brown Act during council communications because we've never called for a vote.
Right.
What has happened is the city manager, seeing an interest among one or more, has voluntarily put it on your agenda for the next time, or gotten information from staff. So it's just a way of formalizing something to invite greater public participation if you have a separate agenda. If that's something that the council wants to do. This was just a follow-up on something that came out of the priority setting.
Okay, let me clarify something real quick before we leave that. That's not a fact. I just pulled the minutes to look at the war resolution, what came from the public that evening, and we had an official vote. It was on February 6, 2006. Look at the record, and that has occurred.
What has occurred?
We have taken a vote during oral communications.
Yes, if you have properly described an agenda item, it doesn't really matter where you put it on the agenda. If it says, for example, war resolution, and you've described the resolution, and the action is to vote on the resolution, then you can take that vote, depending, it doesn't matter where you put it on the resolution.
That's not what the case was. It came from the public. The public came up that evening, described what they were doing. We took an official vote.
But that was on the agenda. Councilmember Matarasi just didn't raise that evening. It was on the agenda.
The first time.
Yeah, and that was on the agenda for council to discuss whether or not we should bring it to the regular agenda. It was on the agenda.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And I believe in that case we did put it under council communications with a title,
right?
Which we are recommending that we have a council referral just for that, because council communications generally does not involve a vote or discussion of a.
But that one was agendized for action.
Right. So this would be the proper place that we could put that on, and it happens occasionally.